Good morning. I'm Parampreet Singh. Welcome to the Meditation Questions podcast, part of the Immersion Meditation Network. Meditation without gods, reincarnation, afterlife, or the supernatural. If you'd like to support us, please visit meditationquestions.com. Today's question: how do I deepen my meditation? The short answer: with experience and practice. On this podcast, we like to compare meditation to learning music, and that comparison works for this question also. Just like with music, at first when you're struggling to learn an instrument, you're trying to figure out the fingering, the pacing of the notes. You might even be trying to read music or follow along with someone else who's already good at the instrument you're learning. All of that takes time and practice. But slowly, as you start to master each one of those aspects with practice, you start to do that aspect naturally. Suddenly, one day, you're not worried about a particular sequence of fingering if you're learning a chord or a series of notes. You're just doing it without thought, and you're making music with ease. You're enjoying music without effort. This is really important when meditating. At some point, you should have this feeling of enjoyment or ease or effortlessness. Not all the time, but at some point, you should have that. Of course, there's going to be times when meditation is a struggle. That might be the case with you for a long time. And if that's the case, just like with music, it's a lot easier to learn an instrument when you're learning with a song you love, with a song that excites you, invigorates you, a song you connect with. Now, that song may be different for different people. It might be a pop song for some people, jazz standard for another, classical music yet for another. Or it might be kirtan, which is Indian devotional music. Whatever it is, once you find the music and song you're passionate about, the one you connect with, you will go deep into the nuances of that piece of music. Similarly, it's easier to go deep into the nuances of a meditation if you connect with it, if you enjoy it, if it makes you want to get up in the morning and do it. Not that meditation is going to be roses and ice cream all the time. Sometimes it's going to be thorns and sugar crashes. But you should get some joy out of your meditation or some benefit. Otherwise, you won't stick with it. You won't make it a habit. And you won't go deeper because you're not practicing it. And that's pretty much the main reason most beginners stop learning musical instruments and why most beginning meditators stop meditating. So that's the first answer of how to deepen your meditation. Experiment with meditations until you find the one that speaks to you, and then practice. The second aspect of deepening your meditation involves understanding the hardships in your life and seeing what can be done about them. The type of hardships I'm talking about may be financial, health, relationship, work. All of these take a tremendous toll on our thinking. And rightly so. They are important in our lives. But they are also distractions. They make focus difficult. They make detachment difficult. Now, we don't want to do spiritual bypassing, which is pretending like these hardships are not actually hard to deal with, or thinking that we can wish them away, positively think them away, or meditate them away. At Meditation Questions, we do not believe positive thinking or meditation or wishful thinking will change these circumstances. We need to face them head on and act and do something to improve our circumstances. We do not want to ignore hardships. So, if you're a beginning meditator, hardships are going to be hard. They're going to be an obstacle in your meditation. And that's okay. You shouldn't expect a bliss out meditation. And that's okay. What you can expect is an occasional breather. That's something meditation can provide. And how that works is at some point while you're meditating, whether on the cushion, or perhaps you're going for a walk, or perhaps you're driving somewhere, you should be able to take a breath and say, I'm okay in this moment. Everything is okay in this moment. And let that single breath nourish you. Doesn't mean the hardships are going to go away. It doesn't mean anything else in your life will be automatically fixed. But in that moment, you deserve a breath. You deserve a moment of okayness. Give yourself that. You might not be able to do anything about your obstacles. So if you have a lot of hard things you're dealing in your life, it's okay if you can't go deep into a bliss out moment in meditation. But see if you can allow yourself moments to give yourself a breather. We don't want to spiritually bypass our hardships, meaning we don't want to pretend like they're not a real force in our life. But if we're in a miserable job or relationship or living situation, we shouldn't also just want to learn to live with it. We should look for ways to change. We shouldn't use meditation to put up with things that need changing, that can be changed, and that should be changed. We should try to change them. Once we're in a better situation, our meditation will naturally deepen when we don't have the mental stress hardships exert on us. So let's consider for a moment obstacles are not distracting you during meditation, that hardships are not interfering with your meditation. Yet your meditation doesn't seem to be deepening. What can be done in this situation? One of the best things we can do to deepen our meditation is studying. Studying the tradition of the meditation, studying the philosophy, the poetry, the contemplative literature of the meditation we're doing, and then also writing our own ideas about it, engaging in deep, profound truths by reading about them, by reflecting on them, by writing your own thoughts about them will deepen your meditation. And this is really important because we're really trying to expand the idea of meditation to something that's happening not just while you're on the cushion. Meditation that is isolated to the cushion can often feel inert or dry or shallow. But a meditation that's engaged with the rest of your life, emotionally, mentally, physically, socially, will deepen much more quickly than a meditation that is just restricted to what you're doing on the cushion. So the 3 ways you can deepen your meditation: choose a meditation you connect with, see if something can be done about the obstacles and hardships that are in your life, and 3, spend time away from the meditation cushion, studying and reflecting and writing about the meditation you've chosen as your practice. Thanks for listening. If you'd like to support Meditation Questions, visit meditationquestions.com.